Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go from LA. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Penix working from the gun. Into the hands of defense. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on it, throw up quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Staying with Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running left is Robinson. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Penix now on first down. He's going to push one deep down the big game downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our... The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, here's Penix. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another carry for Robinson. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Throw wheeled in by London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down, it's Penix. And he has it near the sideline and near the bunker. They're going to say he's out of bounds. Big play on 3rd, but now 4th down. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action now for Herbert. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Diving right side, got it! And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get 4 points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. They send the tight end in motion left. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Slot man motioned over. Now Herbert again. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, and completions follow.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Penix on first down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Penix now to throw. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Sending a receiver left. They go play action. Here's Penix. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on first down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
Another try following the sack. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Third down give to Robinson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who